constant running at Hollywood Park. Peterson is the winner.
Getting up, winning it. And they're off. Bound, running.
Fox is drawing up.
David
Diver by 5
Jack in front, drawing up.
Cougar on the
That's
rail.
a firm did front.
Lucy just galloping.
John Henry keeps rolling along.
Snow Chief is striding.
Best pal breaks away.
Sagara's all black.
Real quiet win.
His now along the inside.
This is Zenyatta.
A very good Sunday to you, racing fans. It's the final day of the Autumn Turf Festival at Betfair Hollywood Park. We're going out with a bang. We have two Grade 1 co-features. The Matriarch goes as race number 5, and the $250,000 Hollywood Derby as race number 9. Let's go right to the opener. The Sunday opener features conditioned $16,000 claimers going 6.5 furlongs, fillies and mares 3 and up. An original field of 6 was reduced by 1. There was a late scratch of the 4-horse Totally Blonde as the field approached the gate. Vic Stauffer with the Sunday opener.
They're off. Vodka Logic and Quiet Sunshine shows speed. 2 feathers away, a sharp third at the rail and on the move. Siempre Esperanza away in 4th, and the early trailer is Secret Genius. 3 of them right across the racetrack, 2 feathers at the rail, Vodka Logic between horses, and Quiet Sunshine 3 deep, and these 3 sprint away. It is 6 lengths back to Secret Genius and Siempre Esperanza, 3 by 2, separated by 6 with a half-mile left to run. Inside 2 feathers, outside Quiet Sunshine between them, and half ahead in front Vodka Logic. These 3 continue to go at it, leaving the backstretch. It's still 5.5 or 6 back to Siempre Esperanza and Secret Genius. First one to fold up front is 2 feathers. Whip is out, 2 feathers is gone. So that lands Vodka Logic and Quiet Sunshine. Quiet Sunshine is a half length in front. Siempre Esperanza after the front runners, and so is Secret Genius. Top of the stretch they run. Quiet Sunshine, Vodka Logic, and Siempre Esperanza in the white blaze face down the center of cushion track. And Siempre Esperanza takes charge, runs away, and is gone. Siempre Esperanza now 2.5 from Quiet Sunshine and Vodka Logic. Siempre Esperanza. Siempre Esperanza won by 2 3/4. Secret Genius rallied in the final strides to get up for 2nd. Quiet Sunshine 3rd. Vodka Logic 4th.
Siempre Esperanza draws up under Edwin Maldonado to get the win in race number 1. Siempre Esperanza trained by Jorge Parabon. Remember, there was a late scratch of the 4-horse Totally Blonde out of that race, and there was a claim out of race number 1. The 3-horse Quiet Sunshine goes to trainer Julio Canani, 6.5 furlongs in 1:19 and 15/100ths. First leg of the early pick 4, race number 2, an open claimer at the $12,500 level. 7 lined up. The 6-5 post-time favorite was on the outside. That was Natalie's Academy. Edwin Maldonado looking to sweep the early double. Here's Vic with the second.
They're off. Real Dream, Lady Rochelle, Sweet Ray of Sunshine, and Natalie's Academy all show speed. Then comes Warren's Morgan, and here comes Bonnie, and the trailer is Sea of Desire. Lady Rochelle and Natalie's Academy, the outside 2 up the backside. Lady Rochelle's a neck in front. Natalie's Academy is second by 2.5 lengths to Sweet Ray of Sunshine, who races 3rd. Warren's Morgan is 4th at the rail and about 4 from the front. Here comes Bonnie, has 5 lengths to make up, a half length back to Sea of Desire, and another half to Real Dream. 8 lengths first to last, 3 furlongs left to race. Natalie's Academy and Lady Rochelle pretty much even midway around the far turn. Lady Rochelle is inside, Natalie's Academy and Edwin Maldonado outside. Here comes Bonnie, is 5th now, but could get into 3rd soon. She's in the white cap and moving up a bit as Sweet Ray of Sunshine tries to go with Bonnie, and so does Warren's Morgan. Much closer order, many chances, top of the stretch. Lady Rochelle, Natalie's Academy, Sea of Desire from the back of the pack. At the rail, and the red cap's got a chance. Here comes Bonnie, continues to close. Warren's Morgan between horses. Sea of Desire trying to squeeze through inside Lady Rochelle. Here comes Bonnie to the outside, down to these 2. Here comes Bonnie and Sea of Desire. Here comes Bonnie half ahead. Sea of Desire at the rail. Sea of Desire. Here comes Bonnie. I think it's Sea of Desire and Eswan Flores. Close photo with Here Comes Bonnie. Those 2. Natalie's Academy 3rd. Close for 4th.
Couple of long shots in a photo for the win in race number 2. It does go to Sea of Desire, who comes up the inside under Ezjuan Flores for the win. Nearly 18-1 on your winner, $37.80. Sea of Desire, a 3-year-old daughter of Sea of Secrets, scores for trainer Hector Palma. Both of her career wins have come over cushion track here at Betfair Hollywood Park. Trifecta in this race, 137, the numbers, $451.70. The superfecta, 1376, over $2,800. One claim out of race number 2, the 5-horse Sweet Ray of Sunshine, goes to trainer Dan Blacker in a 3-way shake. We move on to race number 3 on the Sunday program at Betfair Hollywood Park. 6-furlong turf sprint here. This is a first-level allowance event. 6 horses lined up. Even money favorite was the 4-horse Blue Jay Attack with Rafael Bejarano riding for Marty Jones. Here's Vic.
They're off. Arresting Officer caught a flyer, goes right for the front. Cabo Chico and LA Weekend now join them, and these 3 across the track. Now Arresting Officer is third early. Then comes Candy Sunrise and Blue Jay Attack, and the early trailer is Dugan Bill. LA Weekend and Cabo Chico kick on up the backside. Cabo Chico inside, LA Weekend outside. Arresting Officer will now sit a tracking third and 2 from the front. It's another 4.5 lengths to Candy's Sunrise, a length to Blue Jay Attack, about 7 from the lead, and Dugan Bill is 11 lengths behind, dueling front runners midway on the far turn. Cabo Chico inside, LA Weekend outside, and they're even to the quarter pole, maybe LA Weekend half ahead. Arresting Officer is third, and he's a length and a quarter from the front. Candy's Sunrise draws within 2.5 of the lead. Blue Jay Attack is second to last, but he could certainly still win. Red Shadow Row Blue Jay Attack tries to find a seam, and he just found a wide open seam. And here's Blue Jay Attack to fire through and take command. Candy's Sunrise to the outside. Blue Jay Attack with a big stretch run to score. Blue Jay Attack won by 3. Candy Sunrise was second. Arresting Officer third. Dugan Bill finished fourth.
Blue Jay Attack sitting the right kind of trip under Rafael Bejarano. As Vic reported in the race call, just needed a little seam to run through. He got that, and he scores as the even money favorite, $4 even for the win. Final running time for the 6 furlongs on the firm turf course on the final day of the Autumn Turf Festival, 1:09 and 60/100ths. We'll take a break, come back with race number 4. Race number 4 at Betfair Hollywood Park, a first-level allowance for 3-year-olds and up, going 6.5 furlongs on cushion track. There was a scratch here of the 5, Buffalo Billy, leaving us with a field of 7. We had 2 2-to-1 shots on the board by a narrow margin. The number 7, Consulado, first off the claim for trainer Bob Baffert, was the 2-to-1 favorite. Vic Stauffer with the call of the 4th.
They're off. Chapman's Peak and Malibu Rum break well. One World and Consolado are close up. Then comes Wall Dance, and the early trailer is Floating Feather. Chapman's Peak and One World up the backstretch. Chapman's Peak ahead in front. One World is second by a length and a quarter to Consolado, who tracks from third. Then Malibu Rum, fourth at the rail in the red, and about 2.5 off the lead. Wall Dance in the Darley colors has 3.5 to make up. And Floating Feather is the trailer as they run into the far turn. Chapman's Peak, the one to catch. It is Chapman's Peak, now 2 lengths in front of One World. Malibu Rum tightly at the rail and a 3-wide Consolado. Next, it's Wall Dance, still second to last and about 5 from the front. And Floating Feather is the trailer, and Chapman's Peak is getting away at the top of the stretch. Chapman's Peak has opened up a solid lead here. It's a 4-length advantage over One World. Consolado just got a tap of the right-handed whip, no response yet. Then comes Wall Dance and Floating Feather. Chapman's Peak, a final furlong and 3.5 to work with. Wall Dance has moved up into second. Floating Feather from the back of the pack, but it's Chapman's Peak, a 16th out, and 3 in front. Wall Dance is second, Floating Feather, and Malibu Rum. Chapman's Peak, Floating Feather into second. Chapman's Peak in front. Chapman's Peak won by just over 2. Floating Feather was second. Wall Dance third. Malibu Rum finished fourth.
It was the other 2-to-1 shot, Chapman's Peak, getting the money. Chapman's Peak tried grass last time out. That didn't work out so well. John Sadler gets him back to the synthetics, and he goes back to the winner's circle. 5-year-old son of Chapel Royal, now 3 for 12 in his racing career. Martin Garcia was in the irons, $6.60. The Win Mutual, they got 6.5 furlongs in 1:17 and 5/100ths. The first leg of the Sunday Pick 6 is also the first of our Grade 1 co-features. It's the 31st running of the Matriarch Stakes. Fillies and mares 3 and up, going a mile on the firm turf course. 8-5 post-time favorite was the 5-horse Day at the Spa. Ships in for trainer Chad Brown. Day at the Spa in search of her 6th consecutive victory. Here's Vic Stauffer's call of the Matriarch.
They're at the post. They're off. Emulous, slow start. Day at the Spa and Summer Soiree, break running. Better Lucky is at the rail. Then comes Future Generation. Future Generation into third. Star Billing and Tis Flirtatious are next. Emulous after that. Tardy Beginning is second to last. And the early trailer is Vamo a Galopiar as they turn into the backstretch. Summer Soiree will be the pace setter. Oh, something's gone wrong with Day at the Spa. Something went terribly wrong there with Day at the Spa. She might have brushed off the rail. It looked like the rider almost came off Javier Castellano. He's got her back in stride, but Day at the Spa, something really went amiss turning into the backstretch. So that lands Summer Soiree all alone up front as they run past the half-mile pole. Summer Soiree is now 5 lengths in front of Future Generation in second. Better Lucky is third. Day at the Spa is back in stride now, but she's fourth and about 8 behind. Star Billing is next. Outside of her, it's Emulous. Then comes Tis Flirtatious, and Vamo Galopiar is distantly last around the far turn in the 31st Matriarch. Summer Soiree gallops to the quarter pole in charge. She is 3 lengths in front of Future Generation and Better Lucky. Here's Better Lucky into second, and after the front running Summer Soiree. Next it's Emulous. Final furlong, Day at the Spa, still 5 from the front, and Better Lucky has stormed to the lead. Better Lucky now in front of Summer Soiree in second. Between horses, Tis Flirtatious. Better Lucky, Tis Flirtatious second. Better Lucky wins the Matriarch. The 31st Matriarch went to Better Lucky and Eddie Castro a length over Tis Flirtatious. Then came Summer Soiree.
A 35-1 shocker in the Matriarch. Better Lucky and jockey Eddie Castro get the money here. 3-year-old filly by Ghost Zapper out of the Seeking the Gold mare Sahara Gold take down a Grade 1, the first Grade 1 of this filly's career. This race a little bit unusual right from the start. One of our favorites, the 2-horse Emulous, broke slowly, and then going around the clubhouse turn, the 5 Day at the Spa actually ducked in, brushed the rail, lost her best chance, and opened the door for the big upset winner. The superfecta in the Matriarch with that 35-1 shot on top, 4178, the numbers there, over $8,400. Early pick 4 comes back $6,905.15, and the players pick 5, $18,673.95. In the winner's circle to present the trophy to the winning connections of the Matriarch, Executive Vice President of TVG, Tony Alivato. Running time of the 31st Matriarch Stakes, 1:34 and 18/100. 2-year-old maiden specials went 6 furlongs in race number 6 on the Sunday program. 9 first-time starters in this field of 11. 2-1 post-time favorite was the 10-horse Belvin, one of 2 in here for trainer Bob Baffert.
They're off. Distinctive Passion and Remind Me break well. Menando is close to the pace, then Captain Hadley and Servaro. Then to the outside and Belvin, followed by I'm Not Gray and As Good as Gold. Kingsbury is next, Appealing Tale, and the trailer is Starzilla. Distinctive Passion up the backstretch, 1.5 lengths in front of Menando, who runs after him in second. Remind Me is third at the rail and about 2.5 or 3 from the front. Captain Hadley has 6 lengths to make up. Belvin just outside of him. Servaro's ridden along midfield and about 8 from the front. Another 5 back to Kingsbury, I'm Not Gray, and As Good as Gold. Starzilla is moving up, but he's a long way out of it, 15 maybe. And outside of him, Appealing Tale. Top of the stretch they run, and here comes Menando. Menando is outside of Distinctive Passion, and these two have sprinted away. Distinctive Passion turns away Menando now. Menando ran right alongside him, and Distinctive Passion is back in front by 2. Menando is left back in second. Belvin is trying to run down his stablemate for second, but Distinctive Passion is clear with 50 yards to run. Belvin gets into second. Appealing Tale, good one late. Distinctive Passion in front. Distinctive Passion won by a length. Belvin was second. It ended up very close for third between Menando and Appealing Tale.
A riding double for jockey Edwin Maldonado, who guides Distinctive Passion to victory for trainer Jeff Bondi. $8.20 was the win there. There was a photo for show. That went to the 11-horse Manando for trainer Bob Baffert, who runs 2-3 in race number 6. 6 furlongs in 1:11 and 5/100ths. We'll take a quick break, come back with a $250,000 guaranteed pool, late pick 4.
Betfair Hollywood Park is now open with exciting racing through Sunday, December 16th. World-class racing awaits you with 18 stakes worth more than $3.8 million, highlighted by the Grade 1 $750,000 cash call futurity. Contests like Pigskins and Ponies are free every Sunday. You can win your share of $600 cash. Join us for Fiesta Fridays featuring drink specials, Mexican munchies, and drawing for cash vouchers every Friday at Betfair Hollywood Park.
Late pick 4 begins with a 2-year-old maiden special weight event at 1 mile on the firm turf course. Your post-time favorite here was the 2-horse Buckleberry Gray, who goes with blinkers back on for trainer David Hoffman's Victor Espinoza in the irons there. There was 1 scratch out of race number 7. The 7-horse Syndicated was withdrawn. 11 went. Vic Stauffer had the call.
They're at the post. They're off. Will True Up stumbled and unseated the rider. Number 3, Will True Up, has unseated the rider. In Taylor's Honor and Cinco de Mario show the most speed. Will True Up, the loose horse, is in and amongst horses. Really hasn't bothered anybody yet. Might take Rock of Ages towards the outside. So far, fairly uneventful after the spill early. So they run to the backstretch, and Watts of Power and Cinco de Mario are 1-2. Buckleberry Gray and In Taylor's Honor 3-4. Then comes Wine List and Benedict Audrey, followed by Wild Student. Procurement has about 7 lengths to make up. Rock of Ages is 10 from the front, and Caramaroo is the trailer. As they run up the backstretch, the rider and the gate off the turf course. Everything's clear at the half-mile pole, and the leader is Watts of Power. Watts of Power is a half length in front of Cinco de Mario in second. Buckleberry Gray stays at the rail. Now, here's Benedict Audrey to split horses and go up outside of Caramaroo. Then comes Wine Test. At the rail goes Wild Student. Then a length and a half to Procurement. Procurement could do it. Still 6 from the front, though. And at the back of the pack, Rock of Ages, new leader, Cinco de Mario is the leader. Cinco de Mario settles into the stretch from Benedict Audrey in second. Buckleberry Gray could still do it at the rail. In the center, Procurement is running, and so is Wine List. Wine List is after Cinco de Mario, new leader, Wine List. Wine List has taken it over. Cinco de Mario, Procurement charges in the center, and here's Procurement to make the last run and win. Procurement beat Wine List by about a half length. Cinco de Mario was third, close for fourth between Buckleberry Gray and Wild Student.
Procurement comes from way off the pace under Julien Leperoux to break his maiden for trainer Tom Proctor. Procurement, a homebred for the Glen Hill Farms by Milwaukee Brew, breaks through in career start number 5. You saw the incident leaving the gate there. The 3-horse Will True Up stumbled badly and lost jockey Juan Hernandez. Hernandez bounced right back up, little the worse for wear. A mile on the grass in 1:36 and 59/100ths for Procurement. We go on to race number 8 on the Sunday program, a first-level allowance optional claiming event at a mile and a 16th on Cushion Track. Post-time favorite here was the 9-horse Northern Iowa with Rafael Bejarano riding for Vladimir Saren. Let's go to Vic Stauffer's call.
They're off. Unstopper Topper is asked for speed and goes for the front. Liberty Cap and Northern Iowa close second and third. Tiz Pat and Bobby Flay are next, then God of War and Pride of Silver. Dynamic Host Empire Way, and the early trailer is Deacon Speakin'. It's Unstopper Topper to the backstretch, a length and a quarter in front of Liberty Cap, second by a length to Bobby Flay, third at the rail. Northern Iowa is in a good striking position. Northern Iowa is fourth and about 2.5 or 3 from the front. Then comes God of War and Tizpat. They've got 4 lengths to make up. Empire Way and Dynamic Host are 6 from the lead. The 2 trailers are Pride of Silver and Deacon Speakin', 9 lengths from first to last as they run up the backstretch. Unstopper Topper continues to lead. Unstopper Topper is 3/4 of a length in front of Liberty Cap in second. Northern Iowa and Bobby Flay bide their time, third and fourth, and less than 2 from the front. Northern Iowa is going to have to go now, though, because Tiz Pat's on an early move, and there goes Tiz Pat outside of Northern Iowa. That forces Bejarano's hand, and Northern Iowa is a length and a quarter from the lead, stalking like a panther now. Northern Iowa, 2 from the front. Then comes to the middle of the track Empire Way and Dynamic Host, followed by Deacon Speakin'. God of War has dropped out. Pride of Silver, the trailer, top of the stretch. Unstopper Topper continues to lead. Unstopper Topper, a length and 3/4. Northern Iowa has every chance down the lane to run him down. And here's Northern Iowa. Bobby Flay, third. Unstopper Topper and Northern Iowa. Looks like it's down to these two, and Unstopper Topper is not quitting at all. Unstopper Topper, Northern Iowa, Bobby Flay, Empire Way. 2 wins Hector Palma, 3 wins Edwin Maldonado. Unstopper Topper. Northern Iowa second, Bobby Flay third, close for fourth, Empire Way or Dynamic Host.
The gray Unstopper Topper was unstoppable, giving jockey Edwin Maldonado his 3rd win on the card. That's 2 on the day for trainer Hector Palma, and they were not cheap. He won race number 2 with a 17-1 shot, and he scores here with Unstopper Topper, who was just a shade under 9-1. $19.60 for the victory. That long shot key to Superfecta, 5-9-3-8 were the numbers, $1,827.90. One claim out of race number 8, the 6-horse Liberty Cap, goes to trainer Troy Taylor. 145 3/100ths, the clocking in the 8th. We need a quick break. We'll come back with the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby.
Betfair Hollywood Park is now open with exciting racing through Sunday, December 16th. World-class racing awaits you with 18 stakes worth more than $3.8 million, highlighted by the Grade 1 $750,000 cash call futurity. Contests like Pigskins and Ponies are free every Sunday. You can win your share of $600 cash. Join us for Fiesta Fridays featuring drink specials, Mexican munchies, and drawing for cash vouchers every Friday at Betfair Hollywood Park.
A very accomplished field of 14 runners face the starter in the 71st Hollywood Derby. Your 7-2 favorite at post time was the 4-horse Grandeur, coming off a win in the Grade 2 Twilight Derby at Santa Anita. There was a scratch here. Also eligible, Groovin' Solo did not draw into the field. Here's Vic Stauffer with this year's Hollywood Derby.
They're at the post. They're off. Handsome Mike and Golden Ticket, Big Bane Theory at the rail. In the center, General Logan, Summerfront takes back. My Best Brother, and speaking of which, with all squared away next. Then Smart Ellis and Hara. Unbridled Command has 3 beat early. They are Powerfoot and Lucky Chappie. And Grandeur is 14th and last as they race out of the chute and towards the clubhouse turn. My Best Brother and Golden Ticket. My Best Brother leads by a length. Now a lineup of 4 chase him. Handsome Mike takes up the running up into second. General Logan 3 wide. Golden Ticket now at the rail and less than 2 from the front. Big Bane Theory is next. He's about 2.5 lengths off the lead between horses, speaking of which in the red cap. Then on the outside, all squared away. Midfield 5 off the lead. Hara is next. Then it's 2 lengths further back to Summer Front, about 7 from the lead. Smart Ellis, Unbridled Command, and Powerfoot all have 9 lengths to make up. Lucky Chappie is second to last with 12 to come. Grandeur is 16 lengths behind. Midway on the backstretch in the 71st Hollywood Derby, My Best Brother aggressive now. My Best Brother from Handsome Mike going into the far turn. Golden Ticket races in third and 2.5 from the lead. Speaking of which is in striking position. Unbridled Command gonna be wide. General Logan's got a chance. Big Bane Theory at the rail. Then comes all squared away. The filly Hara is midfield, 7 off the lead. Powerfoot is next. Then comes Summer Front. Smart Ellis, Lucky Chappie. Grandeur is still the trailer, going to have to pass 13 in the final quarter mile. Here comes Unbridled Command off the top of the turn. Unbridled Command suddenly 2.5 in front of My Best Brother in second. Lucky Chappie, Grandeur is closing and closing strong, but Unbridled Command is 4 in front. Grandeur rallies, but too late. Unbridled Command wins the Hollywood Derby. By a length and 3/4, Grandeur passed only 12 and ran second. Lucky Chappie third, and Hara finished fourth.
Make it 5 in a row for Unbridled Command, and he saved his best for the Hollywood Derby. That was a blowout performance. A 3-year-old son of the AP Indy Stallion Master Command goes for trainer Tom Bush and jockey Javier Castellano. Unbridled Command now 6 for 10, and he boosts his career earnings up over $450,000. There was a scary incident for one of our heavily bet horses, the number 11, Speaking of Which, and jockey Patrick Smullen ran up on heels and stumbled badly approaching the quarter pole. Somehow, Smullen stayed aboard, but it was a very tough trip to Betfair Hollywood Park for Patrick Smullen and trainer Dermot Weld. Their horse in the Matriarch, Emulous, broke very slowly and lost her best chance, but you'll be hearing from those Irishmen down the road. The Superfecta in the Hollywood Derby, 3, 4, 10, 8, came back $5,342.60. To present the trophy to the winning connections was Betfair Hollywood Park's president, Jack Liebau. The running time for a 1.25 miles on the firm turf, 2 minutes 1 7/100. The finale on the last day of the Autumn Turf Festival was a $30,000 maiden claiming race at 6 furlongs, and a hot commodity on the tote board was the first-time starter for Doug O'Neill, Miss American Pie, who was sent off at 3-2 with Kevin Krieger to ride. Here's Vic Stauffer with the nightcap.
They're off. Slow start, Nana Reese. Fast start, Run Captive Run, and Miss American Pie. Song of a Witch is close up. Embossing and Medusalina, then Appalachia's Song at the rail, Emma My Dear. Traumatized is next, then I Love Paris and Trinity Rose, followed by Warren's Fantasy, and Nana Reese is the trailer. Up the backstretch, Miss American Pie is the leader. Miss American Pie is 1.25 lengths in front of Song of a Witch and Embossing and Medusalina. They're across the track. Run Captive Run is 5th with 4 lengths to make up. Traumatized moves outside of her. Then comes Emmy My Dear. Moving up strongly now is I Love Paris. Slow into stride, but I Love Paris in the orange could be heard from for a piece of it. Then 4 back to Warren's Fantasy, followed by Trinity Rose. Nana Reese is the trailer, and the leader is Miss American Pie. Miss American Pie, with a solid lead at the top of the stretch, has built up a 5 or 6 length advantage from Run Captive Run. I Love Paris continues to close. It'll only be a minor award as Miss American Pie is far in front. Miss American Pie leads double digits now. Run Captive Run, I Love Paris, and Medusalina, Miss American Pie. Miss American Pie made very short work of this field, won by about 13 lengths. Run Captive Run was second. Medusalina might have just beat I Love Paris for 3rd and 4th, and Warren's Fantasy might have been 5th.
Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. That's what she said to the rest of this field. That was a nice score there for 3-2 favorite. That's 2-year-old daughter of Sharp Humor out of the Smokester Mare Street Band. A first-time starter for Doug O'Neill with Kevin Krieger in the irons. The Superfecta in race number 10, 6, 12, 11, 8, comes back $2,270.90. Miss American Pie was claimed by trainer John Sadler in a 3-way shake. There was a carryover into today's Super High Five. It was hit, 6, 12, 11, 8, 7, the numbers there. 3 winning tickets collect $33,159.10. Late rolling exotics. Late pick 4, the pool was over $602,000. 528 winning tickets collect $870.30. Place pick all, 9 of 10. Pays off today. 7 winning tickets collect $2,129.50, and nobody hit the pick 6. We've got a carryover into Thursday's program at Betfair Hollywood Park in excess of $105,000. One more item of interest in our finale tonight. It was the first leg of the first ever installment of the 405 double, combining the last race at Betfair Hollywood Park on a Sunday with the first race at Los Alamitos. The winning numbers there were 6 and 2. The first ever 405 double comes back $17.80. One last reminder, when we resume racing on Thursday at Betfair Hollywood Park with a 12:30 p.m. post time, there's a pick 6 carryover of $105,448. And that concludes the 2012 Autumn Turf Festival from Betfair Hollywood Park. Racing resumes here at Hollywood Park on Thursday. First post will be 12:30 p.m. Pacific Time. For track announcer Vic Stauffer, I'm Rich Perloff. Hope to see you soon here at Betfair Hollywood Park.